Welcome to the Middleware Tech YouTube channel. Today, we're starting a complete course on Java 8 new features. In this series, you'll learn Java interface till Java 7. Let's get started.
So first, I'm talking about one of the concept. Already everyone is familiar with interface in Java. Okay, I'm just going with the things. We'll talk about it. Already you know interface in Java interface, right? So why we need interface in Java? Why we need interface in Java is that some of the features I'm just talking about. Let's see. If I'm going to write an interface shape, it's an interface. Yeah. So I'm talking about interface in Java language, or that already you're familiar with. So why this interface concept came in Java? It came to implement the concept of multiple inheritance. That means using interface, we can implement multiple inheritance in Java. That's why this interface concept came. And you already know the interface properties. Like this way, you generally declare a particular interface in Java, normal Java. Right. So let me talk about that means what if I have one class. So let me talk about the features about an interface. Is that inside an interface, we can declare any variable like int a equal to 10. I've declared one variable inside the interface. Fine. I'm just talking about the properties of an interface, right? Okay. So any variable that you have declared inside an interface, that is by default public static final. So variable inside an interface is by default public static final. What does it mean by this? Public means accessible everywhere. By default it is. Static means we can access it using class name or interface name. Final means its value is constant throughout the inheritance hierarchy. Though there is some other properties also there for final, I'm not going into that now. If I declare any method inside an interface, void area. I've declared one method inside an interface. Inside an interface, we can have two types of method. Sorry, inside an interface, we can have only one type of method. Method with declaration only. So I'm talking about till Java 7 version. Java 8 I have not yet came. Number 3, inside an interface, till Java 7 version, we can have method with declaration only. And the method with declaration, that is, as you know, that if you declare any method inside interface, that is by default public and abstract. So till Java 7 version, we can have only one type of method inside an interface, that is public and abstract. Public and abstract. Fine, by default is public and abstract. This is a normal interface we have created. Its name is shape. Interface, it's an keyword in Java. You can use this interface name like that. If I want to say some more properties, I can say like I can use class, circle, extends, shape. So here, can I write like this? No. Remember that any class will always implement an interface, not extend. Any class will always implement an interface. That is a property till Java 7 only, right? So implements. So when any class will implement, so the thing is that here, now here I want to say one point. If you see this, assume this is A and this is B. I'm just talking about 4 scenario because these things I have to come A and B. There's a 4 scenario regarding that. So as you know, that assume A is a class and B is an interface. So in that case, can an interface extend a class? That you have to think. A is a class. B is also a class. Then what will happen? Then A is an interface. B is an interface. And then A is a interface and B is a class. Right, all the 4 scenario we have used. So what will happen is that one class will always implement an interface. There is no concept that one interface will always extend a class. There is no such concept in Java. One class can never extend or implements one interface can never extend or implements a class. This concept is not there in Java. Yes, one class can extend another class. One interface will always extends another interface, and one class will always implements an interface. This is the property till Java 7 I'm just talking about. Still I'm not yet came Java 8. Fine. So based on that, one class will always implement an interface. One class is going to always implement an interface. That we have written here. Yes, fine. So we got another one property of an interface. Number 4. Class implements interface. Fine. Next, when I'm going to implement an interface, assume I have 2 different methods inside a class. Assume I have 2 different methods inside a class. One is called area, another is called display. Okay, so if you see here, I have total 2 method is there inside the interface. I have 2 method inside the interface. So already you know that till Java 7 version, if I declare a method inside an interface, that is by default public and abstract. Any class that implements an interface must have to override all the abstract method that is declared in the interface. Till Java 7 version, this is the property. That means this area method you have to override in the derived class. You have to override in the derived class with your own code because the class implements interface. You have to override this method in the derived class because this class is going to override the method. So another one property of the interface till Java 7 is that any class that implements an interface must have to override all the abstract method that is declared in the interface. This is the property of interface till Java 7. Again, I'm saying any class implements an interface, must have to override, already you know, right? Function overriding, that are the features, must have to override all the abstract method declared inside an interface. This is the properties. These are the properties, right? So if I'm going to implement that, then I have to write some code inside this because I'm going to override the method from this class to this class with my own code. Remember this, another one point already, you know, right? By default, it's public and abstract. So when I'm going to override a particular method from base class to derived class with my own code, then I should have strong or equal access specifier. Here I have access specifier by default, it is public by default it is. So when I'm going to override the method, I should have public void area. Yes, similarly, when I'm going to override this method, I should have public void display because overridden method, it's a property of function overriding, that overridden method must have strong and equal access specifier. This is a property of function overriding, correct? Fine, now that's why it's public in the derived class. And because this is by default public, so it's equal access specifier. By default public is equal access specifier. And when I'm overriding, you can write some code, system.out.println. You can write some code here like this is area derived area method. Same like that, you can, this is derived display method, something I want to print. Control C, it's a Java, right? In Java, lines should be ended with a semicolon. Okay, here, Control V, it's a semicolon. This is a derived display. Okay, fine. So this is a simple interface. We use this in case of interface. Interface support the concept of multiple inheritance. Again, I'm saying the properties. Why? Because In case of interface, your class can implement multiple interfaces. Like if you have some other interfaces like this, assume these are the interfaces, then your class can implement multiple interface like this. That is the interface. With the help of interface, Java support the concept of multiple inheritance, right? So these are the properties of interface that we know till Java 7. That these are the properties, and it is used fine, right? Okay. Now from Java 8 version, they have implemented two different methods inside an interface.